Snow, a frozen blanket that covers vast stretches of the Arctic and other cold regions. It seems harsh, unforgiving, and the last thing you'd imagine using to stay warm. And yet, indigenous Arctic communities have perfected a remarkable way of surviving in some of the most extreme conditions on Earth, the igloo. But how does an igloo, built entirely out of snow, keep you warm? In this video, we'll uncover the science, history, and engineering behind one of humanity's most ingenious shelters. Let's start with the basics. An igloo, also known as an igloo in Inuktitut, is a dome-shaped shelter made entirely of snow. The Inuit, an indigenous people of the Arctic, have used igloos for centuries as temporary homes, hunting shelters, or even community meeting spaces. But why snow? Snow is essentially frozen water, right? How can something so cold help keep you warm? The secret lies in the structure of snow itself. Snow isn't just a solid block of ice. It's made up of tiny ice crystals with lots of air trapped in between. This combination of ice and air creates a natural insulator, making snow a surprisingly effective material for retaining heat. To understand how an igloo works, we need to dive into the science of insulation. Heat moves in three ways: conduction, convection, and radiation. An igloo minimizes heat loss in all three of these areas. First, conduction. Conduction is the transfer of heat through direct contact. Snow, thanks to its air pockets, is a poor conductor of heat. This means the warmth inside the igloo doesn't easily escape through the snow walls. Second, convection. Convection occurs when warm air rises and cooler air sinks, creating a cycle that can cool down a space. The dome shape of an igloo helps combat this. Warm air from your body and any heat source inside the igloo rises to the top and circulates gently, maintaining an even temperature throughout the space. And finally, radiation. Radiation is the heat emitted by your body. Inside an igloo, the snow walls reflect some of this radiant heat back towards you, keeping the space warmer than the outside environment. Now, let's answer the big question. How warm does it actually get inside an igloo? The temperature outside an igloo can drop to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit, or even lower in some Arctic regions. But inside, with a small heat source like a candle or even just body heat, the temperature can rise to a comfortable range of 20 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. That may not sound warm by most standards, but in the Arctic, it's a life-saving difference. Remember, the goal isn't tropical warmth, it's survival. The brilliance of an igloo doesn't stop at the material, it's also in the design. The dome shape isn't just aesthetically pleasing, it's structurally sound and highly efficient. The circular base and dome distribute weight evenly, allowing the structure to withstand the heavy loads of snow and wind. The entrance is often a short tunnel that dips below the main chamber. This design prevents cold air from rushing in and keeps the warmer air trapped inside. The walls of an igloo are also thick, typically about 2 feet thick. This adds another layer of insulation and stability. Inside, surfaces are often smoothed to reduce air drafts, and sleeping platforms are raised above the floor. Why? Because cold air sinks, while warm air rises. By sleeping on a raised platform, you stay in the warmest part of the igloo. Building an igloo is both an art and a science. Traditionally, it starts with finding the right type of snow. Not all snow is suitable. Fluffy, powdery snow won't work. Builders need compacted snow, often found in wind-blown areas, because it's strong and holds its shape. The process begins by cutting blocks of snow, usually with a saw or a long knife. These blocks are then stacked in a spiral pattern, with each layer slightly leaning inward to form the dome. As the dome takes shape, builders use smaller snow blocks or loose snow to seal any gaps, ensuring there are no drafts. Finally, a small ventilation hole is made at the top of the igloo to prevent carbon dioxide buildup from breathing or cooking. This process can take as little as a few hours for an experienced builder, but the result is a sturdy, life-saving shelter. There are some common misconceptions about igloos that we should clear up. First, igloos aren't permanent homes for most indigenous Arctic peoples. They are typically used as temporary shelters during hunting trips or emergencies. Second, while an igloo can keep you warm, it's not a luxury hotel. Without proper clothing and preparation, staying warm can still be a challenge. Lastly, not all Arctic communities use igloos. Many rely on other types of shelters, like tents made from animal hides. The igloo is just one of many ingenious solutions for surviving the cold. The principles behind igloos have inspired modern architecture and engineering. For example, the geodesic dome, a popular design for eco-homes and research stations in harsh climates, borrows heavily from the igloo's shape and efficiency. Igloos also teach us about sustainability. They're made entirely from local, natural materials and leave no environmental footprint when they melt away. In a world facing extreme weather and climate challenges, the lessons of the igloo remind us of the power of simple, elegant design. The igloo is more than just a shelter. It's a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability. It turns one of nature's coldest, harshest materials into a sanctuary of warmth and survival. So, the next time you see snow falling, take a moment to appreciate its hidden potential. Who knows? Maybe you'll even be inspired to try building your own igloo, or at least understand the genius behind this incredible Arctic innovation. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the science of igloos. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more fascinating topics.